I've heard good things. Can't wait.
If you'd like to last like 6 or 7 years worth, then it's
Yeah, I've been there with that. So.
Yeah, what's up, Bob here. Welcome to Vinyl Finds on the Bob Bradley YouTube channel. This is number 71. That's right, folks, number 71. Found some records a few weeks ago. Put them in my Vinyl Finds box over there in the corner. And that box is starting to run alarmingly low. That said, I do have some records to show this week. So let's get started. Coming in, smooth. Boom. Wayne Shorter, Atlantis. That's right. Cover art done by Billy D. Williams, the actor. Bit of a painting there. Yep. It's on a 360 Columbia label. This record was done in 85. It sounds a bit like a record done in 85. The production on this is sort of 80s sounding. That said, it was mastered by Bernie Grundman. So it's a pretty good sounding record. When you first put it on, you do get a little disappointed because it's not like early Wayne Shorter. It's not like Weather Report Wayne Shorter. It's obviously a fusion record, but it's a little like Weather Report, but you know, Zawinul plays such a heavy role in that band, and he's clearly not on this. So it's got a bit of a different vibe. And, you know, after a few listens, you start to kind of warm up on it. And you start to realize that this record, it's a pretty influential record because it opens with the track Endangered Species. And if you look at a lot of modern groups, almost everyone covers that song. It's a bit of a standard at this point. So this is a cool record. It's cheap. This copy is a gold label promo, which, you know, doesn't really mean anything other than it was an early pressing of the record. So Wayne Shorter's Atlantis, cool record. I paid like a couple bucks for that, so, you know.
Yeah.
Continuing on with my Billy Cobham extravaganza here. Bam, the Billy Cobham George Duke Band on tour in live on tour in Europe. Yeah. Love the cover of this. Look at this thing. This is awesome looking. On the classic two-color Atlantic label. Yeah. If you want to hear some dudes playing some cool stuff, some shred-tacular things, this is it. Yeah, that's right. Schofield. Is on this. And Alphonso Johnson is also on this on bass, and he's killing. Schofield is killing. Billy Cobham is surely killing. Listen, some of the tunes on this, I mean, obviously this is all fusion stuff, but some of the songs in this, I mean, obviously none of the tones are the same, but like with all the double kick and stuff that Cobham is using, it kind of kicks off like some type of deathcore metal song or something, like, you know. I mean, it's insane. There's some fantastic playing on this record. Fantastic cover. Super clean, by the way. Look at this thing. Yeah, this is beautiful, beautiful record. I really enjoyed it. Schofield, Young and Burning. Okay. Staying in the same vein, folks. Pat Metheny, Off Ramp on ECM, that classic green ECM label. That's right. Turn Left, it says right here on the cover. You know, Metheny, man. When he came onto the scene, he changed everything for jazz guitar. A lot of people don't really realize that, but a lot of people do. But that said, you know, he kind of came, everyone was playing mostly standards all the time, you know, not a lot of original material. Metheny comes in, he's playing all original material. He's got this ultra dark sound, and it's kind of got chorus on it and things like that. And sometimes it doesn't even sound like a guitar, and he's just burning. So, you know, always with great players, always with the super original material. You know, those all ECM records have a very particular sound, and Metheny was right at home there for a long time. These are great records. Everything on ECM is pretty dope. So if you don't have a lot of it, you should get it. These are not expensive records. You can find them pretty easy. You know, when I say find them pretty easy, that's assuming we can go look for records, okay? All right, next. Sometimes when I get bored, I will, you know, if I see some records that I'm not familiar with that I just want to try, you know, I might buy an inexpensive record just to hear it. And if I don't like it, I'll move it along, which is the case with this next record. It's kind of a classic record. Everybody knows it, but I wasn't real familiar with it, so I got it anyway. Bam, Indigos, Duke Ellington. This is the stereo copy, CS 8053. Now, if you don't know, the mono and the stereo copy of these records originally came out with different takes of songs, and I believe the mono has one extra tune. This is the 6-side, though, on Columbia, and you know, it has some really, speaking of standards, had some real standard stuff on it, like Autumn Leaves. But The Sky Fell Down and Prelude to a Kiss, Tenderly, are on this record. And, you know, Duke Ellington, genius, the statesman, the all-time statesman of jazz music. And, you know, one of the most legendary guys in the game. That said, well, Johnny Hodges plays some really nice alto saxophone on this, and Ellington playing beautiful piano on this. This is a pretty good record. If I see the mono, I'm gonna have to get it so that I can hear the difference. This is a bit of a beater. I paid like $3 for it. It's kind of noisy. It needs a bath, but nice cover and cool 6-eye. I'll probably keep it depending on how it cleans up. All right, next. Been looking for this record for a while. It's a badass record. If there's one Jimmy Smith record that you should get, it's this one. Blue Note, 4011. Side note, I've been watching 3 members of the VC do they're doing the 4000 series of the Blue Note records, okay? And I will link to those channels in the comment section. It'll be pinned at the top. And they're doing this fantastic thing where they're trying to show all the 4000 series of the Blue Note records, okay? And they're getting very dangerously close to this one here. Bam. Jimmy Smith, The Sermon. Blue Note 4011. With Lee Morgan, Lou Donaldson, George Coleman, Tina Brooks, Kenny Burrell, Eddie McFadden, Art Blakey, and Donald Bailey. Okay? This is a real heater of a record. Side 1, The Sermon, is kind of like mostly just Jimmy being Jimmy Smith. You know, he's playing his Hammond and he's killing, you know, because he's a genius. And on side 2, it's just an all-out shred fest. Everybody is just dominating. It's a beautiful record. For me, side 2 is obviously the side, and it's killing. It is really killing. On Blue Note, this is probably like a second pressing. It's a mono, but it is a New York And yeah, I was super happy to get this. Very nice cover, as you can see. It also needs a bath. That said, I'm going to definitely try to find a earlier, cleaner copy of this record. It's really, really good. I really enjoyed it. So, here we go, folks. Last but not least. You know, this is... I'm just going to put this out there. It's a totally insane record. You want to talk about avant-garde? This is it, okay? Bam. John Coltrane, Ohm. Yeah, that's right. This record is completely insane. Complete with, I would say, mostly sounds that are animal-like goats and sheep and cows and wolves howling, even a bit of Chewbacca sounds in there. If you hear those Chewbacca sounds, let me know. But this is just really kind of outside playing, dissonant kind of sounding stuff, obviously. And, you know, it's altered, it's diminished, it's very, very interesting. On that original Impulse label, Coltrane, you know, take it, listen, it might not be your cup of tea, because it's a pretty wild record. It's as free of jazz as you're gonna get. But this is Coltrane pushing the limits of trying to see where he can take his craft. You know, a lot of people would listen to this if they didn't know who it was or anything like that, and it just sounded like a bunch of guys making noise on horns. But this was these guys pushing as hard as they could to try and take it somewhere else. And I respect that. It's a cool record to have in the collection. It's a nice, pretty nice copy of the record, and I was happy to get it. All right. Sitting here today with, bam, 1958 Fender Stratocaster. Yeah. If you haven't heard my band, check us out. Condors in the System. We're on all streaming platforms and here on YouTube. I will link it at the end of the video. Also, check out that Blue Note 4000 series videos that those guys are making. I'm going to link those guys up, so check those out too. And stay healthy, everybody. You know, we're not quite through this thing yet. It's been several weeks. You know, you hear people on the news and they're saying, oh, we don't know if it's ever going to go back to normal, and will things bounce back? It's going to bounce back, and it's going to go back to normal, and it's just going to take a little while, and we're going to get there. So until we meet again, that's right, folks. Bob out.